So as you recall, the last thing that happened to you, you were in your room, being shown it by Aster, and as soon as you saw everything, memories began to flood back into your mind. Currently, you wake up. You find yourself in a small, familiar home. Very, very tiny, very run down. You look down at yourself and you see tiny little child hands. You look over and you can see your mother and father talking at a table. Things seem to be getting stressed. You hear him say, I just don't understand how we're going to get out of this. We can't even afford this place. 2 more months and then we're going to be out in the street. Surely we can find something to do, right? I mean, there's got to be something. I'll take on side jobs if we have to. Oh, damn it. Maybe it's time to get in good with the gang. It's definitely not the life I wanted for our son, but... Are you going to be doing anything? Because even though this is a memory, you will have the freedom to choose and enact things. Metagame, this is us going through your backstory, and you can shape certain events to your liking.
Gonna listen right now.
I mean, there's the Reapers. They're rough, but at least we'd have protection. Probably can't do anything with the digits. Yamaguchi boys. I guess they've been growing up over in the hills. That could be something to going on. That could be. Yeah, I think that's going to be our only option.
Matt, damn.
Alright. I'll see if I can get us a meeting. Tomorrow, we'll take Alex and we'll go. Hopefully we can plead our case and get in, be protected, and let's hope that the rumors aren't... Let's just hope that they're being exaggerated. Anything you're doing? Otherwise, we're going ahead to the next.
Let's go ahead to the next.
All right. Things flash ahead in your mind to the next big event. You can see yourself... Actually, let me flip this. So you're in the back of a car. The windshield has been shattered open. Bullet holes are in the hood. You can see that this man here has just grabbed them, thrown them out onto the ground, and he is walking up to them the whole time. Oh, I've been looking for some fresh meat to rip apart. Let's see what finally makes us tick. Doing anything?
I'd like to get in the front seat and try to run him over.
Okay. You go, you navigate your way, you climb into the front seat. You go to turn on the ignition. So you know how. You succeed, you can hear it turns on. You go. You realize your feet are too little to reach the pedals. But you do realize that you've sat on something.
Okay.
There is a pistol that seems to have been thrown from one of your parents.
Okay, and you said the windshield's busted out?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to rest my arm on the steering wheel and try to start shooting at him.
All right, take a shot. You have a +1 to this check. So you can roll it as normal and we'll just subtract the rest.
Here.
All right, so that is a 5 that you have rolled. 4 + 1. Because you're very little, you don't have any of the bonuses that you have right now. So you can see it just shoots past, and it gets his attention. He turns around to look at you. Oh, it's a little one. Come on, take another shot.
Come on, crit. Nope, same thing.
Exact save roll. Flies by, just goes past. Oh, come on, kid. Don't you want to save mom and dad?
Don't hurt them.
Sorry, kid. It's not how this world goes. He's gonna ready his own gun. Come on. One more. Make it count. And as the emotions setting in, the feeling of helplessness as a child, your arms are shaking, and you go and shoot, and it just goes even further off. Pathetic. And you hear 2 gunshots. And then the sound of sirens. Things flash ahead, slightly forward. You are now the back of the police car. You can't see the carnage that has happened, but you feel numb as you've just watched your parents die, helpless to do anything to stop it. You recall seeing TCPD come in, slamming into the man, and the officers quickly taking him down. Too late to do anything to save your parents. Here, one of them. That's a shame they don't have a trauma team package. I really think they could have gotten out if they did. Yeah. Shame. There's something that we can do for the kid, isn't there? You see Virgo in him, don't you? Yeah. Imagining him in this situation. We can't just throw that guy into the system. They'll end up right back in the slums. Join a gang, probably the Reapers. If not, if he doesn't die first. Yeah, what else can you do? Not like you can afford another kid. Not gonna take him in, not on your salary. I know, but maybe there's something we can do. Maybe Colette, enough of that. He's just some kid. You gonna make a deal with that thing every time we find one? Right. You're right. When the detective comes by to investigate things, mind taking the ride with him? I'd like to escort this kid, get him some ice cream before we drop him off. All right. I see you tomorrow, man. Yeah. And so he goes in, climbs into the vehicle with you. Things flash forward a little bit.
Son of a bitch. I had a Batman scene.
I wasn't thinking of it like that, but yeah, I guess so.
Unfortunately, I didn't become the world's best detective. I became a spy.
The next vision you see, you're outside of Caladrius Tower, what you now recognize to be Caladrius Tower, though at the time you didn't know what it was, licking your ice cream. What flavor did you get? Voltaic vanilla, TCPD blueberry, or Corpo cotton candy?
Blueberry.
All right. Your back's against the wall as you're licking the ice cream, starting to make you feel a little bit better.
I have my dad's jacket on.
No, too much blood.
Oh, man.
Saul, he's gonna look towards the tower. You can see he has kind of a conflicted look on his face. Then he turns to you. Stay here. I'll be back soon. He opens up the door, enters inside. Minutes pass. You're unsure of how many before he finally returns. Roll a human perception.
Just a What's that under? I just have perception.
Social.
Right? Ah, damn it. Oh, makes sense. I'm numb.
Yeah, I figured that one I wouldn't have to add any other modifiers. So you can't tell anything specific, but you do see a mix of anger as well as resolve on his face. Sweat rolling down his forehead and clenched fists as he walks out. As he looks up into the sky, looks around,
How old is my character right now?
like 5. So you're pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
He walks up to you. Let's go. I'm taking you to your new home.
Okay. So, does he start walking?
Yep.
So as a normal 5-year-old would in this situation, he's gonna take his hand.
Okay. He'll he'll pull his hand away at first as a reaction, but then seeing like your hand kind of there and like being like, oh, okay. He'll reach back and take it and start walking. Then you cut a few years later. Years later, you find yourself inside an orphanage. The guns have been taken away. You haven't seen Saul since. You're sitting there alongside your best friend, Aster. You've been tasked with drawing what you want your future to be. What are you drawing? You'd be like 8 at this time.
Superhero. Someone that is strong and that can take down bad guys.
Here's a question. Strong to take down bad guys to save people? Or so that way you can be strong to take down bad guys? So you
Save
can't be
people.
walked over anymore.
Just save people. People
Okay.
that he can't save now.
Okay. See Aster. She looks over, seeing what you're drawing. Says, ooh. That's nice. Let's here. And she kind of shows you what she's drawn. You can see a happy family outside of a city.
I hope you get adopted.
Yeah, you too.
But at the same time, I don't. For selfish reasons, I don't want to be left alone.
Yeah, it's nice being here together. Kind of kicking her feet. Still, this place isn't the best.
More bearable with friends.
Yeah. Maybe the same person will adopt both of us.
I doubt it.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. She kind of adjusts the drawing. See? Now this one's you.
I'm gonna move my wrist over from like, because I was, because like your wrist is on the paper and you're drawing something else. I'm gonna move my wrist over, and she's gonna be there wearing a super cape too.
Yeah, see, that's the future that we're gonna have. Saving the city and then being a big happy family.
Promise.
Promise. And we continue forward. Time moves ahead one more time. You're older now. A fresh teen in your single small room. You know that you're getting pretty close to aging out. To where you're no longer going to be in the adoption agency.
Oh, no one adopted me.
So no one adopted you.
That's so sad.
You know, Aster, who is slightly older than you, has already aged out. It's been a few weeks since you've seen her. Kind of feeling alone, scared of everything that might happen, wondering if you'll see her again. You hear her tapping at your window, which we'll say is right here. back to the old map, and I haven't removed the old stuff at the bottom, so don't worry about that.
Take a look.
And you can see Aster's there, smiling.
I'm gonna open up the window.
She climbs in, and immediately she pulls out a heavy SMG. Guess what I've got?
Where'd you get one of those?
Well, you know the Null Zone? The group that's been hiding out there has been recruiting, and they brought me in.
Wait, how old did you say we were?
You're fresh teens, so like 13.
Oh, okay. I need to make my voice a little more then.
So yeah, so the group there is hiding and recruiting, and they've brought me in. I think that they'll also be willing to bring you two in once you age out of this.
Can I just come now?
Well, they have
There's
ways
no-
that they do things, but I mean, maybe we could go and find out.
I mean, what if I just left?
I don't think anyone here is going to complain.
Yeah, no one cares about me here. Not really.
Probably just think we're all going to get zeroed out there on the way to school, or being homeless once we're out of this place.
If I go with you now, I have a better chance of survival than I do if I wait.
You're right. Let's go.
Let me grab my stuff. Oh, wait. I don't have any.
You got the drawing, don't you?
I pull it out of my pocket.
It's all right. She pulls out hers. Let's go. You arrive at New Dawn. You can see, as Aster brought you in, you're immediately detained and thrown into a warehouse. And shortly after, Chaz Dune enters. So, you're looking to join us?
So just imagine like a kid that has like this tore piece of shit shirt
Yeah, rags
and like
patched up.
yeah, like some crappy like two-tone pants that have been sewn together or something, like just nothing.
Versus him, who looks younger than you obviously would know him now, but he still looks very firm. He's still the leader. You can tell he's wearing leather. So the difference between you two is very noticeable.
I'll do anything to get out of that system.
And getting out of that isn't the hard part. You need to understand what you're agreeing to before we welcome you in. This is the
What?
biggest decision that you will ever make. Precious few things will ever remove you from this life. Once you commit for everything. You commit with everything. But should we succeed?
I don't think you have to tell me anything. I don't have family. I don't have a place to live. I barely eat.
Still,
I mean, what life am I going back to if I don't go here?
I'm letting you know that you have choices still. Once you accept this, you no longer have a choice. If we give you the order to do something, you'll do it.
I look over at Aster, and she's already agreed to this.
Yes.
Then I accept.
Very well. Welcome to New Dawn. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex.
Alex Shade.
I'm Chaz Dune, the leader. Help us thrive. Be willing to do what we need you to do. And one day, we'll destroy every corporation in this city. All right. Let's get you situated. Time passes. Years go by. About a decade goes by. How old are you currently?
How old am I? Did I write that down?
I don't remember.
Let me look.
I meant
I
to
think
look that up as well, but I forgot.
I
I'm sure
I
I
don't
wrote
have
it
anything.
down.
I don't have anything under my bio on it. Um, I think that I was leaving it up to you, basically.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want me to be 23, 4, 5, but right now that's fine. Just depending on because right now 10 years later would be 23.
I do not have it listed for you.
It was a mystery. So it's whatever we decided it is right now. So 10 years later would be 23, and then however many years after that, up to the point would be however old I am.
We'll say you're 25 in current time.
Okay.
All right.
So this is 2 years before current time.
Yep.
Cool.
So a lot of time has gone by. You've gotten situated with New Dawn. You've assisted them in many things, but now you've been brought over back to the warehouse by Chaz. Alex, I think we're getting ready to make our strike soon, which means we're going to be executing the next step of our plan, installing backdoors into the corporations.
Okay.
You're one of the agents that I am requesting to go and do this, specifically Akuma Industries for you. Based on your heavy amount of cyberware, I think you'll go in unnoticed. I think that you'll be the greatest asset that we can have, and hopefully you'll be able to get out without raising any suspicions. You'll likely be there for 1 to 2 years, as we can't put you into anything too large, and you'll have to climb the ladder before you can get into their server room to get direct access.
I'll take my time then.
Well, thank you. I understand what I'm asking you to do is no easy task.
It's necessary.
Well, we fight for tomorrow, so that way tomorrow can have a new dawn.
Put my hand out to shake his.
He shakes it back.
You know, and the whole time I've been here, I've never thanked you.
You don't need to. You've done more for us than we did for you.
Well, you've always looked out for me.
I intend to continue doing so.
No, you didn't.
All right. We'll get things ready. Let's go.
So I'm learning like everything about myself.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
It's about a year and a half later, a little over a year and a half later. You're here at the inside workings of Akuma Industries. You're working. Did I ever specify what your job was?
Nope.
Okay. I thought I left that vague intentionally. So you are currently working in experimental testing. So essentially,
Okay.
there is animals being tested inside these cages, being with having new cyberware installed into them and seeing how their bodies react.
My humanity's being tested here.
Yep. You going through? You know, as you're about to insert this next chip into the rat, it's going to force it to replace its arm. You know exactly where to plug it in. You know that if you jam it in, you could go deeper, and it'll give you better, accurate, more accurate readings for the cyberware effectiveness. But it will also be more painful for the rat.
I have to choose.
Yep.
And I've been here how long?
About a year and a half, a year and 9 months.
Um, at this point, it's to that point where I've been here long enough that I know I have to make results, and we're getting to that point where we're getting close. So I would I would go deeper.
All right. It squeals in pain, screaming. Then shortly after, starts to calm down. And the arm begins to move on the rat. Seems unsure of how to react, but then continues to go around, and you start studying the results.
Hmm.
This woman turns, says, "All right, very good. I think that you are good to do this. Do you know the net running room?
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and take this report, plug it in directly into the hardware there, get it into the server, and actually, do I have a distant server room here? Yeah, sorry, never mind. Take this into the server room, plug it in. That should get the information straight to the netrunner who's currently operating.
Okay.
And you know where you're going.
Oh, sorry.
Up. You make your way up here into the server room. You see there's someone already there, currently doing their own things, not paying attention to you as you enter. You realize this is the moment where you do have access to their servers. Are you going to do what you've been told to do by the woman who you're working for, or are you going to take advantage of this moment? Go ahead and put in the back door.
Would I know at this point if I would have access to this room again later?
You do not know. This is the first time that she's ever let you in. You don't know if you'll get this chance again. This could be a more common thing. You're just uncertain.
So I'm going to kind of look over my shoulder to see what she's doing.
You can see that she just seems to be going through analytics that are currently popping up on the screen and just jotting them down, not paying any attention to anything else other than the one she's looking dead at.
Okay, so she's facing the other direction.
Yep.
And just kind of quick glance if there's like a bunch of cameras in the room or whatever.
You see there's no cameras in this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right. You go in. You start implementing the back door. Roll a cyber tech check. Or electronics and security tech. Whatever's higher. Both will work here.
I should know what that's under, but I've never rolled it.
Should be under technique, both of them.
Okay, so cyber tech is 5, and then you said the other one was what?
Electronics / security tech.
That's 7. We're gonna go with it. Oh,
you go through. You're having a rough time of it. As you're tapping away, you can see she kind of looks over, just kind of shrugs it off, continues going on. You go through. You insert the back door. You enter the data that you were supposed to. You feel as though you've done a sloppy job of it, but no one has raised any concerns. You make your way out, go back onto your room, continue your testing. A few hours go by. These two end up going into another room. You can see that this woman enters. Hello there, Mr. Shade, correct?
Yeah.
Ava. Haven't really had the chance to speak with you before. I just wanted to let you know that you inserted the information for this test and we have received it. Also, Miss Knox. Sorry, I'm double checking that name. I'm also letting you know that Miss Locks wishes to have a word with you. I'm afraid I don't know what about. Is now a good time?
Will you be taking me?
She'll be entering.
Oh, that's too bad.
Is everything all right?
Oh, just first time we've met. It would have been nice to get to know you better.
Well, I'm flattered, but you should know that I'm currently dating the CEO.
Ah, makes sense. All right, well, please send him in.
All right.
Him in. Yeah. Her, sorry. Yeah.
Very well.
While they're getting ready to walk in, I just go back to my work.
And shortly after, door opens up again. Hello, Mr. Shade.
Hi. Yeah. You must be.
Now Locks.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
I'd shake your hands, but I've got some rat juice on me.
No, that's no need to worry. I'm not worried about getting my hands dirty.
Uh,
She
oh,
extends a hand.
just gonna roll that perception check.
You mean human perception or perception? Are you trying to judge her character, or are you looking to see if she has anything in her hand?
I am doing both.
Okay.
So that was to look at her self and hand, and this is no.
You are not able to get any read on her. As for perception, you can tell that one of her hands is behind her, so that might be on a weapon. It might just be in her casual resting position. The other hand, you see nothing in there. No hidden weapons, no secrets, no syringes, nothing like that.
I'll take a step forward and reach my hand out, but also have the other one kind of ready in case, like I'll have it like up like this, like I'm getting ready to scratch my face, but kind of like ready to do something with it.
Okay. Take her hand. She shakes and releases.
And then I do so as well.
I wish to inquire about the information that you've entered into the server room. I was net running at the time, maintaining the integrity of our own data fortress, but when I saw that there was more information coming in than I anticipated, I figured it would be worth my time to check it out.
Oh, I'm not the best at that kind of stuff, and they asked me to go enter it, so I was
Well, then that must be one crazy fluke, hitting a bunch of random keys, and all of a sudden there's a back door into our data fortress.
back door.
Is this the way you wish to play this?
Look, I just entered what I was given.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Shid. She walks out and leaves.
Am I? Where do I live in this area? Like in this place?
You don't live in this building. This is just your place of employment.
Where's the quickest way out of here?
It would be the elevator up at the very top.
There's no other way out.
No.
I'm
You
gonna
know
send.
that to ensure security over safety in this place, the elevators are the only way to and from. There are no stairs.
So
The only
I
other
don't.
option would be breaking through a window, but there's none actually on this floor.
At this point, I don't think my character, being a spy kind of person, would ever message an outside person. Just because they don't generally do that. But with the situation at hand, I'm gonna message, I guess. I think I'm gonna message Chaz and say extraction needed.
All right. Message goes out. There's no immediate response.
I'm going to not do anything suspicious and just go back to work.
All right. A little bit of time goes by, and then you hear a voice. Alex Shade, please exit the room.
Get my gloves off, and I. Is there anything in the room like that's kind of like a weapon?
We'll say that there's a scalpel, which will count as a light weapon, a light melee weapon, which will deal 1d6 damage.
Better than nothing. I will kind of slide that under my sleeve, and then we'll walk out the room.
All right. As you step outside, you can see a very large man
Oh, no, not this guy.
right ahead of you, which, as now, you do have some recognition of him. He's looking down at you, and you can see there are two security guards next to him. Both of them are currently holding assault rifles aimed at you. You can see Nell over in the corner, so she's going to be over there.
Am I under arrest?
Yes. I request that you come peacefully, so that way we can ensure that you are innocent as you claim to be.
All right.
Very well. Please turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Okay. Gonna make sure to slide that more under my. While I'm turning around, I'm gonna make sure that I kind of slide that more underneath my watch that's on that arm, and then I will go to fold my hands behind my back.
All right, let me check something here as well.
Would that be a conceal object?
Roll conceal object. Ooh, rolled real well. All right. You can see the guard handcuffs you. They seem unaware of the hidden weapon. They start to lead you away. You end up being brought to a room and strapped to a table. So they're bringing you into the room, setting you down, releasing your handcuffs, and then they begin going to strap your arms and legs in. Are you doing anything?
Not yet.
All right.
It'd be at this point. I don't think it'd be very smart.
All right. You get strapped in. This is all right. Let's bring in the other one. And where are you?
Oh no, not my friend.
You see a familiar face enters.
Do I know him right now?
No, at this point, you've seen him in passing. You don't know him. He enters. So this is the traitor, huh? Looks you up and down. Well, can't say I'm not surprised. Definitely seems like he's capable. A bit sloppy when it comes to typing, unfortunately for him. Yes. We're going to enter him to the next stage of experimental cyberware. Allow him to truly show his dedication to the company. Isn't that correct, Mr. Shade? You are dedicated to Akuma?
So what have I done?
You've installed a backdoor into our corporation. The net run that Miss Locks did shows that it came in right at the same time that you put in your data report, and it came from the server that you were interacting with, not the one that the other scientist in the room was currently or was using at the time.
Oh. At this point, I'm going to try to cut. While I'm talking, I'm going to try to be cutting the restraint.
All right. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. Roll a series of checks here.
Someone's going to fucking notice. God dang it.
All right. He doesn't seem to notice as he's looking over you. She doesn't seem to notice. This next one's going to be on the GM roll, so sorry about that. He doesn't notice. And we got 2 more checks here. Let's see.
Ooh, damn.
None of them have succeeded in their check. So you start going down, cutting through as discreetly as you can. He's looking at you. All right. Let's see. He's kind of looking you up and down, curious. Huh. I think it might be capable of the grav. You sure that are you sure that it's safe to put that into him? If you mean safe, I mean I think his body can take it. Let me go ahead and grab him. Go ahead and request permission from the CEO. Walks off. Her eyes begin to shimmer. At that point, you cut through your arm restraint.
Is that the only thing I have that's restrained?
No. Both arms and both legs are restrained. So you've cut through just one arm restrained.
God dang it. Like what that's gonna fucking do. So I'm gonna kind of look around and see if I can notice a point where maybe I can have a moment of where they're distracted or something.
You can see the guards seem to be fixed on you, just watching you. So as time's going by, you're not seeing any opportunity. Eventually, you hear the door open up again. All right, so we get permission? Yes, we did. He's gone and improved it. Fantastic. You can hear he said something real heavy next to you. All right, let's put him under. Grab some anesthesia. Makes his way up. Goes to start placing it down.
Like on me?
Yep. Going to cover your mouth with the anesthesia to knock you out.
So I'm going to at this point raise up and put my arm around him and then put the blade to his throat.
All right. Roll a brawling check. This will be at a -2 penalty because you're technically restrained.
You said a brawling check?
Yep.
All right.
That's how grab checks are.
Oh my god.
Hey, still might beat him. And you have. You rolled a 5 versus his 2. So you grab him, you hold it to his throat. He goes, okay, all right. Who the fuck let him get his arm free? Well, I guess this is the predicament he's got us in.
How important is this guy to y'all? Hmm?
Not very.
Wow, you hear that? He ain't nothing to them.
She's kidding. She's kidding. They're trying to just make sure that they may remain in control of the bargaining. But hey, listen, buddy. Come on. Let me go. I'll make sure that we don't screw you up.
Yeah, I've seen what happens from people that leave here with all these extra augments.
Who you work for?
Currently?
I just mean, who sent you in here to do all this stuff?
Hmm. How do you know I work for someone? What if I'm just in here for revenge?
If you're putting a back door, that means you've got something bigger. You work for someone. Or with someone? I don't mean to imply submissiveness, if that's what your issue is.
A good spy never tells.
Alright. Fair enough. But I do think that they will consider you more valuable than my life. I do not think she was lying here.
Well, then I guess we'll both go down together.
I guess we will. It's just a scalpel, though, ain't it?
Still punctures an artery.
Well, yeah, but there's the thing. Feel my flesh around your arm? There's only so much flesh in that.
Maybe I can disconnect a couple of important wirings in your neck.
Well, that would be good for you. Definitely give you a chance, but we're still sitting here not far from trauma team. I'm gonna survive this. Trust me, man. Save yourself some effort. Let me go and drop the weapon. No matter what, this job's getting done. At least this way you save yourself some pain. And hey, consider it like this. I'll owe you one.
Why the fuck not? I'm dead where I'm at anyway.
So just let it go. No matter what, I ain't dying here. Trust me, man. You're gonna be put out on the streets, you're gonna have options. Last chance.
Yeah, I have options.
Alright. He's gonna try and break free, rolling his own brawling check again. Brawling versus brawling.
See what you got, brawler.
Whereas you actually rolled a 3 versus his 2. I forgot to take the negative 2.
Ooh, he got it.
Right. That time you can see his hand goes up, grabs the scalpel, he rips himself away. Fuck! Get that arm strapped down, grab that fucking scalpel, break the arm if you have to.
Wait, so I have the scalpel still?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to, like, before they get to me, try to cut the other restraints off.
Okay. So you can go for 1 restraint per turn, essentially.
Mm.
So what are you going for?
My other arm currently.
All right. Go ahead and make the attack check and roll for damage of 1d6. If you don't have the thing already there, you can either convert a melee weapon or just roll a melee weapon and then a 1d6 manually.
Sorry, I had to burp. All right.
All right. You pop out the melee weapon. You cut through, cutting it immediately open.
Yeah. Whoa, I didn't roll the damage, but yeah.
Oh, well, that's just a pop-up heavy melee weapon. I thought that's
okay.
what you were saying. Because that is, you still have the pop-up weapons inside you.
Oh. They didn't add that? I had those already?
Yeah. The stuff that they added was the experimental stuff. Everything else you've already had before this.
Okay. So that's what I did. I popped it open, sliced,
All
and
right.
then now I have them out and ready, even though I'm still technically sitting down at this point.
All right. Now we're gonna enter combat. That's not the new turn order thing. Where's turn order? There it is.
Might as well. I'm not. I mean, obviously, I don't die here, or maybe I do, and they bring me back. I don't know. This is not going to be a very long fight. Hey, 1 versus 5.
Yeah, ignore the cop indicator there. They're not actual cops. All right, go ahead and start rolling for initiative.
My only chance here is if I roll high on initiative. 10. Jeez. Oh, oops.
What'd you do?
I didn't have myself highlighted when I rolled. Rookie.
SMH. Oof, fucking 0. All right, Remy's gonna go.
I thought he was my friend.
It's supposed to be
Zip.
2d6. All right, you take 7 damage straight to your hit points. You don't track that in the green bar. Let's track that in the blue bar here.
All right.
So 7 directly to your hit points, and you can see your arm, both of your arms immediately just drop limp.
Ah, great.
God damn. Oh, wait. Sorry, I need to make sure that this actually isn't conflicting with how he would have this cyberware.
And that's an auto hit?
It's based on the interface check.
Ah.
It's a DV13 to most cyberware. All right, we're actually going to go back on that here.
Okay.
He doesn't have that thing that lets him do that yet. So we'll go ahead and add that 7 hit points back to your blue bar. He's instead just going to whip out the very heavy pistol and take a shot.
I'd say that's a hit. Oh my god, and it's a crit. He's gonna blow off something.
That is an 8. Let me open up that quick reference guide.
Turns out I actually did die. This isn't even me.
Essentially making sure that you can't escape. You can see he's aimed for your leg, and as it is slammed in, you can feel the bone crack with the bullet. Just keep track of your health right now. Nell's going to take her shot. The bodyguard is going to run up, pop out his own very heavy melee weapon, and slash twice at you. You do get to roll 2 evasion checks to this one.
All right.
And tag goes to the defender in this system, I believe. Double check. Yep. All right. So you've managed to evade both of his attacks, batting his hand away as it comes flying in. You're up. I guess you can't bat his weapon away, but you're moving your arms away, moving your body away. So you don't have access to your arms right now.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else I have, which is nothing.
You still got your legs
But they're strapped
restrained,
down.
but you can try and break free.
All right, I guess I will.
All right, contortionist is the check you're going for.
That's concentration, Travis. It's not contortion.
Underbody.
Ugh.
You are unable to remove your legs. So,
Even with
come
that
on.
even with that broken one.
Yeah, even with the broken one, the pain is setting in as you're trying to move your leg, but it's just not going. All right, they're both going to draw pistols, shooting them at you. All of them hit. That hits you for 2. That hits you but doesn't deal any damage. That hits you for 3. That hits you for 5. You can tell you essentially have no hope of escaping at this point, but you continue to fight on.
I'm just gonna sigh and then just lay back on the table.
There we go. Now strap him in this time and make sure he doesn't have anything up his fucking sleeves. God damn. Set you back down.
Oh, um, so at the last possible second, let me know if I have access to my arm or not.
Okay. Oh wait, what am I fucking? What am I saying? He took that turn back, so you did have access to your arms. All right, here, let's fucking roll back here a minute. Let's roll back. We're gonna treat those attacks as though they are going to happen, but they're not gonna happen yet.
Okay.
All right, so you are.
So instead of trying to contortion, I would try to slice the leg restraint.
All right,
Even
and
though
you can
my leg
attack
is
twice, so you
broken.
can cut both legs.
Yeah. So I would do that, and then but I can't run away, or am I? Or can I? But it's halved.
It's. Let me double check exactly. I think you have -4 to your movement with the broken leg. Yeah, -4 to your movement. So is your
Uh,
movement 6?
yeah.
Then that's 2. You can move 2 squares. All right, and then they shoot the guards start shooting into your back. Everything happens as it was before.
Okay.
Then they say, "Come on, man, just stand down." But this time you keep going, or do you resign?
I'm going. I will keep going then. If I do, I'm as good as dead.
God damn it! You're gonna die either way if you keep this up. He's gonna pull the trigger.
That's a
Yeah, that's it.
that's a hit. Yeah.
The damage is your current 11 -5. That's 6. Three damage. Then Nell, back to her. She's gonna take another shot at you.
That won't do it, but it'll be
Yeah,
close.
you're real close. This guard's gonna go up. He's going to, instead of doing the melee weapon, he's gonna slam both his fists into you. Oh my god, that's not set up properly. 1913, roll 2 evasion checks. You're a -4 penalty to these checks. Or sorry, -2 penalty to these checks. All right, that first one's a hit. Second one you will be able to avoid if you're still up. 3 damage does not breach your armor. All right, you're up. You can move 2 squares and attack twice, or you can dash and move a total of 4 squares.
I've been working here a while, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Is this an electronic door?
Yes.
So I'm gonna open the door and then close it and then break the lock on the other side.
Okay.
So what kind of action do I have left after that? Am I able to move at all, or is that it?
I'm going to need you to roll me a check.
Yeah.
Roll a security tech check. This will determine if you hit the door in the right spot to try and seal it, like you're intending to do.
If I don't do this, I am a shitty spy. I already knew I was, but
yeah, metagame, there's no escape, but
yeah, no.
Depending on what you can do beforehand. Who knows?
Oh, there's so many ones.
That's not great.
Wait, that's not a 1.
That's an 11.
Yeah, I know.
Technically, it's 2 ones. Unfortunately, the DV was 13, so you slam into it, and it does close, but you don't know if it's actually sealed.
All right. So how much time, like, do I have one more movement? Is that what it is?
You have 1 more square, and I'll give you a free another. You can dash if you want. All right, this guy's gonna run up, and you hear the door open behind you.
Yeah.
That one's gonna run up as well. They're both gonna unleash into your back. Actually, let's see, run like that. No, he's gonna go up and try and grab you. So brawling v brawling, you have a -2 on your check. So that's a 15. So 14. So he has grabbed you and begins to hold you back. This one's gonna head up. That's all that they can do. These ones are gonna run out and hopefully they're gonna watch you just pass out, so they're not gonna do anything. You're up. You can either attack or you can try and break free.
Yeah. I think he's just going to give up at that point.
All right, as you can see him grabbing you, he kind of flails, thinking if there's anything else he can do. But as he puts the more pressure into your throat, you pass out, which is a safe way to take you down without killing you. The next thing you wake up to, you can feel that your back has been cut open. You can hear the surgery equipment going on, surgical equipment, the drill and everything. All right, there we go. Now all of his cyberware should be off this time. There we go. You are holding through the pain, but there's no necessary rule to that right now. He's going through doing the work. There we go. All of his cyberware's off. Now, here's the question. Do we even give him the anesthesia at this point? I mean, after everything he was doing, I'm getting kind of pissed off about this guy. All right, let's give him the anesthesia. I'm sure it'll be better. More of a chance of success anyway. You can feel it go over your mouth. Then you pass out. Time passes. You find yourself in an old, familiar location. Your eyes, everything has gone red in your vision. Everything you're seeing is a blur of consciousness. You can see yourself in the street. Corpses scattered behind you. One man running south, a family with a child running to the east. You feel yourself compelled to kill them and to cut them down. Roll a resist torture and drugs check. Or a concentration check, whatever's higher.
Yeah, the resist torture and drugs is definitely higher.
All right. You try and fight back. The inner conscious that you have is trying to fight back. But your body, your mind, raises up your arm, converts it into the grenade launcher, launches it, blowing them up. You continue to make your way over. Oh, yeah. You absolutely destroy them. You black out again. Time continues on. You don't know exactly how long it has been, but you find yourself over here in the alley. As you're essentially, you have your head just there, it's just kind of like buzzing with noise. You're unsure of what to make of all of it. You hear a familiar voice call out to you from behind. He goes, "Hey, man, come on. If you keep this up, they're gonna trigger the suicide ship. I'm here to help. Just relax. It's okay. You're okay, aren't you? We're all okay." You go and you raise your arm up. A new grenade has been slotted within. You realize his eyes have been shimmering this whole time before your arm just suddenly drops limp. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry about this, man. Are we going to cooperate now? You begin to position your body as though you're about to charge forward as you pop out your heavy melee weapon. I'm sorry about this, man. He's going to have to trigger that amnesia. And as that happens, you step forward, but the world blurs further as your body falls limp. It's as though your mind is being overwritten, your consciousness being redone. You hear footsteps approaching you. This should have been easy. Saw someone who was strong, someone who could go in and get some revenge against the corporation, but no, you gotta lose your mind because you had to make me work under fucking duress. God damn it, man. Okay, it's okay, we can stop it. What, no, what the fuck, no, fuck! And then everything goes dark.